Here's what I learned about musical theater from the show Into the Woods.
Once upon a time, in a far-off kingdom.
This show's music was created by Stephen Sondheim, and Stephen Sondheim has a very particular way of writing his music.
When you get to the big moments, there is a sense of structure because you've been using the material that you've been setting up all the way through. I got this idea, and I got this idea, and I got it. Now I'm going to build a score. You don't have to invent very much, do you? You take this one and you turn it upside down, and it's a new tune. You take this one, you take the harmonies and say, instead of major, let's make it minor. And suddenly it's a new song. You take this one, and everybody says, oh, see how he held the score together.
In other words, many composers think that you have to write a specific theme for different characters and different symbols. But the truth is, what Stephen Sondheim does is he just plays around with one theme in order to make the entire story more cohesive as a whole. For example, this is how he plays with his so-called bean theme in the story of Into the Woods.
This chord, which is always associated with a witch and always associated with four objects, is opposed to the... These are and will represent the beans.
So he can take a simple theme like this and play around with it, make it a chord, make it major instead of minor, or minor instead of major, or put it in a completely different context altogether, and yet it's the same theme.
The other thing is that, of course, this is where the bean theme finally becomes calm. It's neither sinister anymore, nor is it agitated. It is, though it's in the accompaniment only, you hear it suddenly as... And it's at its most simple, harmonically, and at its most legato.
Sometimes people leave you halfway through the wood.
And it's not just Into the Woods where he employs this sort of trick. He's known for doing this in some of his other plays like Sweeney Todd. And this, to me, is what makes Stephen Sondheim stand out in his musical works.